The professional body handler was just about to deal with the corpse when, suddenly, another person appeared in the room. It turned out that this other person was also a body disposal expert hired by the employer. Normally, body handlers worked alone, but as soon as the wealthy woman heard this, she immediately offered to pay 3 times the price to have the two of them work together to clean up the mess. The men agreed right away. They told the woman to leave the scene and go home to establish an alibi. Then, in unison, each man took out a set of clothes. The woman glanced at them, took half from each set, and combined them into a new outfit. She changed into it and calmly left the room. The man took out a waterproof bag and skillfully laid it beside the corpse. But suddenly, he heard the sound of a drink being opened. The other body handler was sitting casually in a chair, sipping a Coke, and said he would be supervising the job. Without wasting any words, the man walked over to the corpse, yanked the blanket on the floor with force, and the body neatly landed on the waterproof sheet. He then wrapped it with the sheet and went to the bathroom to clean up all signs of use. He taped 3 strips of duct tape beside the body, pulled the blanket again, and the corpse was automatically packaged. He wheeled a luggage cart into the room, laid it down to frame the body, and skillfully used balance to straighten it, hanging the body on the cart. Finally, he covered the waterproof bag with a piece of black cloth. Once the body was taken outside, he could just find a hole and bury it. But just as everything was going smoothly, the other man noticed a detail in the room. Behind the cabinet was a small horse toy. When they pulled it out, they found a backpack hidden there. Inside were 4 large packages of contraband. They also found a tracking device inside the horse toy. Now things got complicated. The body was likely that of a drug smuggler transporting the contraband. If he disappeared without a trace, his bosses would surely send people to look for him. They placed the body and the horse toy together and wheeled them toward the elevator, heading to the parking garage on the lower level. But the parking garage had its own security system. The man walked over to the electrical box, pried it open, and cut the red wire, successfully disabling the security cameras. They had a 5-minute window. Next, he took a traffic cone and wedged it under the gate to keep it open. He calmly drove the car into the basement, opened the trunk, and positioned it directly facing the elevator door. After looking around to make sure no one was watching, he quickly moved the body to the side of the car and, with a sideways push, easily loaded it into the trunk. But then the 2 men started arguing about what to do with the body. One thought they should throw it into the river along with the tracker to create the illusion of movement. But the other disagreed, saying there were too many uncertainties with water. If the body floated to the surface, their plan would be exposed. As they were arguing, the trunk suddenly opened on its own, and the body was still alive.